ask, you know, is with your current meal plan, is this what you're still kind of falling off? And if so, is there any way where we can maybe Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Chin Yang here, and I hope you guys are doing well. So, thought I would just bring you guys along to this weekend with me, just do like a real chill vlog, us getting to know each other, just giving you a bit of insight into my life. So if you guys do enjoy these sort of like more chilled kind of style vlogs, let me know in the comments and I will definitely make more of them. And if you are new here and you're like, who the hell is this girl? Like I randomly clicked a video and now I'm here, like I'm in the dark ends of YouTube and somehow I've ended up here. My name's Chin Yang, lovely to meet you, welcome. And basically I am a fitness coach, an online female fitness coach for ladies all over the world who just want to become the best version of themselves. We really do focus on that holistic approach, not just your physical kind of being, but your mental well-being, everything about you. I'm also a massive foodie, so you'll probably see a lot of full days of eating on this channel because I just love food so much, guys. Like, there is nothing better in this world than good food. And also I post a lot of like fitness and lifestyle tips and just no BS tips because I am so sick of the amount of BS going around on the internet. Anyways, lovely to meet you and welcome. So today I'm just gonna take you guys along with, my day really. We're gonna get started with breakfast and then I would love to go for a quick walk before I start my work day because typically the last 2 weeks it has just been pissing down with rain, but that's kind of like Auckland weather in the winter. Actually, like 1 minute it's sunny and it's like happy days and you're like, wow, this feels like summer, like, you know, the sky's blue, it's sunny, it's beautiful, I'm gonna go out for a walk and just enjoy the sunshine, and then like 5 minutes into your walk it starts pissing down, you're like, I did not see this coming because there was no grey clouds in the sky. It's very bipolar. That's how you describe the weather here in Auckland and New Zealand. Very bipolar. It needs to make up its mind. Yeah. So I'm gonna quickly get some steps in as well before I start my day. It's a Friday, so we're going to be doing client check-ins for most of the day. But yeah, just bring you guys along and I'm gonna make some oats for breakfast because guys, I've been having eggs for so long now. And this morning I was like, you know what, I haven't had a hearty just bowl of goodness and warmth. So that's what we're gonna be having today. Guys, the froth of this, so good. Also, this is coconut milk. Honestly, like coconut milk and coffee, it's like a natural sweetener. It's so nice and it just gives that like, just that aroma that you need with coffee. I don't know if you get me, but if you've never had coconut milk in your coffee, give it a try. Let me know how it goes. Comment below if you like it, but I'm definitely a fan. Okay, so if you're wondering why my like oats were just like laid out weirdly with like my berries, it's because I'm filming essentially a reel for EHP Labs. So by the time that this is up, there is a massive 60% off sale at EHP Labs. So all your Blessed protein powders, all your Oxy Whey protein powders, your vegan range, your normal range, your Oxy Shred, everything, pre-workouts are up to 60% off. It's a massive mid-year sale. It's probably the biggest sale that they'll have during the year. So if you want to grab yourself something that sees their 10 to unlock that sale, and essentially I was just filming a reel basically of my like morning routine, also like kind of my like pre-workout routine. So what I sometimes do is, sometimes I will have oats, sometimes I'll have just oats for breakfast, but essentially the products that I love using. And yeah, just need to film something for OxyShred as well, because that is my go-to pre-workout. It's just so good. It makes me sweat, it makes me feel good. Yeah, so that is why there was like that weird setup with like my protein like tub at the side. It's probably what you saw and you're like, huh? That's not how I usually make my oats. I don't lay everything out prettily, okay? Prettily? That's not a word. So I've got my water bottle and I've got my coffee, and now I'm gonna go and just start my days of work. So tip, guys, before you sit down to work, make sure you grab yourself a full bottle of water, because you gotta stay hydrated. And I know how easy it is just to like sit there all day and work and then be like, I've had like no water, and you don't realize that either. But like, I found that like so many of you guys are just like, so I guess like unaware of how little water you drink, at least like for a lot of my clients. They're like, especially in the US, because it's getting a lot hotter, quite a few of my US clients have been like, oh, I've been feeling so like kind of dizzy lately. And I'm like, how's your water intake been? They're like, oh. They're like, what's that? And I'm like, yeah, that's gonna help, honey, because if you're working out, especially if you're say doing cardio or just working out in general, you're gonna be sweating so much. And then in addition, if the weather's suddenly gotten so much hotter and you're already sweating, like imagine how much water you're losing. So if you don't, you know, increase your water intake, or even just like make sure that you're having enough, then you're most likely going to feel, you know, somewhat fainty or just like lightheaded, or you're just gonna find you're feeling a bit lethargic, or that your recovery's a bit shit, because water is so important. So little tip, guys, like before you sit down and work, make sure you have some water with you. Okay guys, so it is almost 1 p.m. I'm freezing, but I've just gone and grabbed some snacks. I have like 3 more client check-ins to get done, and then another catch-up call with a client, and then a onboarding call. But I'm just a bit hungry, so I bought some snacks with me. So I've got the seaweed, they're just seaweed, yeah. Nothing, no other way to explain it. And then some crunchy fava beans. Is that how you pronounce it? Fava? 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 Fava sounds weird, but fava also sounds weird. So whatever beans they are, fava beans. They're sea salt and balsamic vinegar. They're very nice actually. And the macros aren't too bad. They're like, per serving is 6 grams of protein, 11 grams of carbs, and 4 grams of fats. Honestly, my food intake is quite high at the moment anyway, so like, yeah, I pretty much can fit most snacks, whatever I like, into my macros. But just gonna have these two to kind of pull me over until after my catch-up call with my clients and after my check-ins, because I kind of just want to get it done before I eat and make a proper meal and sit down. And then, yeah, so this should tie me over. I love these, honestly, they're so good. Like, they're just so good. I think a few of my clients have these with like a rice bowl or like actual like meals. I've actually never done that. I think I need to. I need to like hop on that, because I've seen their photos on like Train Rise or like just things they've posted, and I'm like, that looks good. But I just eat them by themselves because I'm boring. Anyways, I'm going to continue with work and enjoy my seaweed. Just going through your check-ins, so it's great to hear that you are getting those workouts and runs in recently. What can throw us off is when we have those unrealistic expectations. What I want to ask, you know, is with your current meal plan, is this what you're still kind of falling off? And if so, is there any way where we... So we have Anne here. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Anne. I've been with Chang Yang since January, and we're doing a catch-up session, and I'm so happy to just move on to the next growth in my life. And she, with the help of her, she's definitely, you know, challenged me beyond what I thought I could ever do. And if you ever are thinking of doing anything to challenge yourself, this is the time to do it. This is just take the chance and just do it. I did, and I love every moment of it, and just I don't regret doing this at all. And I'm going to continue doing this as long as I can.
Honestly, Anne is smashing it. Such an inspo. Awesome. Okay, so she's got one more thing to add.
By the way, and I just told her this, everyone should have a coach. I am a therapist in real life, and I'm a firm believer of having a coach, and I'm so glad to find Chen Yang, because everyone should have a coach in life, in anything you do, because they know better than us. Leave it to the specialists.
Yeah, get them to do the hard work.
Yes.
Guys, can we just look at this epic progress that my client's making? She was at 71 January, pretty much February, and now we're at 63. And this is whilst like having traveled, she's now back in Auckland, so she's having like a lot more kind of like intuitive days out. Just gonna turn this around. That is very zoomed up in my face. We don't want that. But yeah, no, like I just told her just to enjoy some time now that she's back at home, to have meals with her family, with her friends, because obviously people are going to want to catch up with her, and I don't think it's realistic to expect her to be like tracking or being on a meal plan while she's back, at least not for the first few like days and week. So it's been a lot more kind of flexible. I'm actually meeting up with her tomorrow, which is super exciting. We're having a client's dinner, so I will bring you guys along to that. But like I'm so proud of her. She's made such amazing progress, and she's obviously had like exam stress and things like that going on, which obviously throws off a lot of people, and we've been able to just navigate that, get through that period, really kind of overcome those, I guess, like coping mechanisms that a lot of people go with, which is obviously food. Like a lot of people turn to food when they're stressed or like emotional or like sad, right? So you know, she's made amazing progress for herself. I couldn't be more proud. So yeah, just finishing up this check-in, and then I'm excited for lunch. Hello, okay, so quick lunch break. So it is Friday and I literally have nothing left at home in terms of food. So I'm gonna go for a grocery shop later. So pretty much lunch is just going to be some random protein that I have left, a carb source, and then I'm just gonna chuck some vegetables on top. So not going to be the prettiest meals, but hey, that's just kind of realistic. You know, at times we are not going to have time to make the most beautiful meals for ourselves, and that's okay as long as you're still having a balanced meal, you're finding some protein sources. So I have like, I don't know if you can see, like a little bit of lamb steak left in the fridge, a little bit of tofu left, and then like a muffin split. That's just going to be my lunch, and I'll pop some vegetables on my plate as well because greens are great for you. So just kind of wanted to emphasize that, you know, I think a lot of us can give ourselves such like, I don't know, like unrealistic expectations sometimes, and maybe it's from social media, maybe it's from like, even if you watch me and you're like, oh, she always eats so well, blah blah, like yeah, I try to have things at home, but then you're always going to have times where you just don't have much at home and you just kind of have to play around with what you do have. Now obviously I do just track my macros, so it gives me a bit more flexibility in terms of like just being able to plug in a lot of random stuff into my app to make sure that I am hitting my proteins and my calories in total. If you follow a meal plan, you do need to plan ahead a bit more, just make sure that you do have enough groceries at home, unlike me. But it is just one of those days where I need to do a grocery shop and I haven't had the time to yet. So we're gonna make some lamb and tofu, so random, and pop this in the what's it called, the toaster. If you guys have not seen my latest upload, I go through just 3 quick tips to just make your meals a lot faster, especially if for lunch you don't have much time to be cooking, you know, foods. And one thing is just opting for like quick sources of carbs, so muffin splits, bread, what else did I say, wraps, pita bread, things like that that you can just make within like, you know, a few minutes always is helpful. But anyways, let's go ahead and make some food. Alright guys, so it's been like a good 5 minutes and the meal is done. So we have the muffin splits, which were just in the toaster, topped it off with some pesto for my fat sauce, and then I've just got my fried tofu and my fried lamb here, and then some slaw mix. So this is like carrot, beetroot, and I believe radish, I think, and then some coriander. But basically, again, I always buy these like pre-packed kind of like salad mixes because it's a great way to add some volume, add some vegetables in, adds a lot of variety as well, and make sure that you're having a lot of like different kind of, you know, vegetables in your diet, which is always great, and it's super quick and efficient. So I'm gonna quickly have this meal, and then I just have a call in like 15 minutes, and then that's pretty much gonna be most of the work wrapped up for today. And then I'm gonna go and like just clean my house, because that's also a Friday to do thing or a Sunday to do thing, and then do some grocery shopping. But this is how quick you guys can make a quick meal. I need to find another adjective, but again, like if you don't have much at home, just throw things together. Find a carb source, find a protein source, find some veggies, find a fat source if you don't have a fat source already, say in your protein, if it's not like an oily fish or something and you just want to add some fats into your diet. Yeah, super simple and quick and easy. Don't have to make a grand sort of dish, you know, we don't have to be chefs here. We can make something quick and easy that's still gonna taste good. But anyways, gonna finish this up, and yeah, I'm gonna catch you guys later. Alright guys, so it is 4:20 p.m. and I'm gonna go do my grocery shop now. And this is the current outfit. Just some like baggy flared jeans, my Balenciagas. They are very impractical because they're like really hard to drive in and just super chunky, but they look good, so we buy out of the looks, not the practicality. And then just my current favorite like fluffy jumper. I don't know what you call it. It's like a jacket. It's just so like warm. I've got a cardigan underneath as well, and then this pretty kind of like green sagey top that I found. I just like it. So anyways, we are off to get some groceries, and I'll show you guys my grocery haul when I am back. Okay, so I genuinely don't understand why my groceries look like I'm buying food for like 4 people slash a village. But yeah, I don't know where all this food goes because I think it's gonna last me 4 years and it doesn't. So anyways, we're gonna go through what I've gotten, and I will just show you guys like my protein sources and my current go-to fat sources, snacks, and yeah, how I kind of like to structure my grocery shopping. As little structure as it does have, there is some structure here. Alright guys, so just gonna take you guys through my grocery shopping. It does look like I am feeding a whole family with 4 children, 4 of my non-existent children, but it's really just me, a single female, eating this much, so bear with me. Anyways, this will last around, so most of like the frozen stuff will last for a little bit longer, obviously, and then obviously the carbs are going to last for a little bit longer. Like, I'm not going through all this in a week, don't you worry. Protein sources wise, that's simply gonna last me like a week and a half, probably 2 weeks now, because I have doubled up on some stuff. But how I like to kind of do my grocery shop is typical to how I just structure out my meals. If you guys have seen enough of my full days of eating, you know that literally how I structure meals is just protein source, carb source, some fats, add some micros, some greens, voila, make it colorful. So with my proteins, I've been pretty much rotating around the same ones lately because I've just really been enjoying them. So I've been having some grass-fed lamb, and then nothing in particular with why I'm doing grass-fed. I just think it's probably better in terms of like, you know, like added hormones and stuff like that. And then I've been loving my eggs in the morning as well. And then also just found these Parmesan, you can see, they're pretty much just tofu sausages that I found by the brand Bean Supreme. If you're in New Zealand, definitely highly recommend trying these if you are plant-based. Even if you're not, they're a great alternative. The macros aren't amazing, but they're not too bad. In 2 sausages, you get like 19 grams of protein, 11 carbs, 7 fats, so they're not amazing, but it's not a bad source if you are wanting to change things up a bit. I grabbed some tofu as well, which I have been loving. I've just been baking them in the oven with some tempeh. So again, just been mixing this with my tofu and just baking it. And then I also have just bought some salmon for tonight because they're great sources of omega-3s, really healthy fats for you. And if you guys know, I'm on currently a journey of just healing my hormones, just trying to get my health back in place. And obviously that omega-3 is really, really great for you. And maybe too much information, but you guys are like family here. I've actually been having such bad like PMS symptoms for this last week. Like, my boobs are so sore, my stomach is so sore, I've been so bloated. Like, I've been waking up looking pregnant. Like, I literally look like I have twins, probably hence why I'm buying all this food, because I am getting ready for my twins. But it's a good sign, honestly. Like, I know that bloating can be really frustrating for a lot of you guys, and I know that it can lead to like poor body image days, but just remember, like, your body doesn't change that quickly overnight, right? But the way you feel about it could. So is it really physical change, or is it more mental? And you know, it is mental. And hey, like, bloating, PMS symptoms, yes, it's annoying. Cramps are annoying, bloating is really annoying, water retention, all of that. Wearing your jeans and having them be like that much tighter the next morning, yeah, I get it. Like, mentally it can be really frustrating, but just remember that it's a reminder that your body is functioning well, right? Like, it is a female body that is functioning and doing its thing. And honestly, having been in a place and still being in a place where I have lost my cycle due to competing and due to just being at really just unhealthy, you know, levels of body fat and just over exercising, which is also why I stopped competing and all that. But that is, you know, in the past. But having been there, you know, like, I've realized how valuable it is just to have a good, healthy, like, female functioning body. Like, your period is beautiful. Hormones and all of that, like PMS, is beautiful because it means your body's working. So next time you try to beat yourself up, just remember that. Anyways, tangent over. This just reminded me of it because one of my clients posted something about her bad body image this week because she's had PMS symptoms and she also hasn't had like a regular cycle in 2 years. So I think it's awesome that she's having PMS symptoms and that she's kind of bloating, because it means that her body is functioning and she's de-stressing and what we're doing is working. Anyways, carb sources. So I have been loving Vogel's thin cut. This is not thin cut. Whoopsies, I did not grab the thin cut one. Vogel's toast. The thin cut is real nice because it gets so crispy. I'm a bit sad that this is not thin cut. 1 like equals 1 like minute of peace for me and just one prayer, because I did not get my thin cut toast, and that's fine. We will do. We will make do. It's fine. And then I got my muffin splits. If you guys know, I love my muffin splits. Like, I have it every day before I train. Just love them. And then also have been loving bagels at the moment. So I've just been having a lot of bread. I haven't really had much rice or like pasta or anything like that. I just cannot be asked. I've just really been loving my bread, and honestly I'm just too lazy to cook rice. I think that's the problem. And then I also have sweet potatoes. So in New Zealand we have these like really nice, they're called kumara, but they're like these like purple sweet potatoes, and they're so good. They're not as sweet as your normal like sweet potatoes. They're a bit more starchy, but they have like a really nice kind of sweetness to them. And then also just bought this low carb wrap. No particular reason why I went for low carb. I just had these before and they just taste nice, and they're nice and thin, and they crispen up quite nicely. That's in all honesty why I got those. And then fat sauce wise, I've been loving my pesto. And then snacks, some chocolate coated almonds, some flatbread, and then some chocolate bars here. And then in terms of fruit wise, I've just got a lot of like frozen berries, and then my typical vegetable mix, some mushrooms, and then some kale, and then obviously some baby bananas. So that is pretty much my grocery haul, which is gonna last me I think for a good kind of 2 weeks. So yeah, like I hope that this kind of gives you some inspo. It shows you kind of the macronutrient groups that I will look for. So proteins, then my fat sources, my carbs, and then obviously snacks on the side, fruits and veggies on the side as well. But that's typically how I also, you know, plan out my meals. And you know, there's a lot of variety. I'm feeling my body, but at the same time I am just rotating around kind of the simple basic things, because you know, nutrition should be simple and basic. Find the things that you like, make sure you've got your protein, carbs, fats, add some snacks because they're good for you, and voila, can call it a day. So I'm gonna put all this away and I will catch you guys in a bit. Okay, so dinner now, and we have some salmon, some mixed veg, and sweet potato and pumpkin. And then guys, I found this like kombucha, and it's real nice. It just tastes like gingerbread. Gingerbread? No, ginger beer. And then we also have Ruby here. You wanna say hi?
Hi.
And Sam.
Hi.
Just having their dinners.
I don't know why you have a kombucha and you were like, here's some Diet Coke.
Because she asked for Diet Coke. Sam asked for Diet Coke. So I just got, I don't know if you guys like kombucha. I don't know if they like kombucha, because I feel like kombucha is like one of those things that people are a bit like, it's like a love-hate thing, so that's why I just picked myself one. Anyways, we're gonna enjoy our dinner, and then we're gonna have some painting done. Very wholesome Friday night, very crazy Friday night for some 23-year-olds, you know. It's what the cool 23-year-olds do nowadays. Smells so good. This is the best part. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. Yes. Oh. Coconut milk, hello. Alright, so that was the pre-workout meal done, and I'm just gonna head off to do some legs. So it is so cold that I am just gonna wear my fat pants to the gym, because I really cannot be arsed like getting into like anything else. And I don't think I'm even gonna warm up after like a leg day at this rate, because it's actually freezing. So yeah, gonna do legs, mainly hamstrings this, I think. Yeah, today's more hamstrings and glutes. And then I'll be back quickly to get changed, to wash my hair because it's very gross and oily. And then I've got my dinner tonight. So we're in a bit of a rush, but we will get a quick workout in because it is Saturday and I want to get my legs workout done. All right, so that is the workout done, and that went a lot better than I thought. I really was not looking forward to it, to be fair. But you never regret a miss out words. You never regret a workout that you do. Is that the saying? I don't know. Anyways, it's been a long day. I'm just gonna have my post-workout shake with my cereal. I've just reduced the portion slightly just because I am going out for like Italian and pizza and stuff like in 2 hours time. So I just want something to essentially fill me up until then. And also just because I've had a workout, it's kind of important that I eat something afterwards. So I've got my protein source and then some carbs just to restore my glycogen stores that you pretty much deplete during your workout. So I've decided I'm not gonna have a shower and clean my hair because it's not gonna dry in time and I don't fancy going to the restaurant with wet hair. Do you guys ever like, I'm really bad at aligning my hair washing days with like my plans, clearly. And I leave it to like the last minute, then on the day I'm like, oh, I should have washed my hair, but it's okay. I will wash my hair tonight because I have more plans tomorrow and the day after, so it's fine. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this and then I will get ready and just like make myself look like appropriate for dinner. Okay, so we're all changed and I'm out of my towel. And I'm just wearing these like leather pants and they are so comfy, they're so soft. And then this sort of like mesh green top. And then I'll probably just put on some black boots or my Balenciagas. We will see what looks better. But I'm so excited for some pizza, guys. And I'm so excited just to meet some of my clients. All right, so random thought, but imagine if like we were all just like one country, like Earth just was one country and everyone was just like so much closer together. That wouldn't work because the population would be way too big and we would still have to be spread out. So that does not make sense, but it would just be so nice if all my clients weren't so spread out because like most of them are in the US and like the US itself, it's like phew, massive. And then some like in Asia, Australasia. So oh, I just wish like there was a way that we could like all meet each other in like UK and stuff. And like to be fair, I have been thinking like, imagine having like a week of like a retreat in Bali or something, like an Airbnb and just like getting them all to just go there. Cause I feel like Bali's like in the middle between like Europe, New Zealand. New Zealand's just far away from everything, honestly. The US and like Asia itself. So I don't know. That's an idea. So. Okay, so we've just arrived at Elmo's and we just got like the Marmite Vegemite flatbread and it's really, really nice. And do you guys want to introduce yourself and say hi? She's just she's like mouthful of food.
Hi, I'm Kat.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, this is really good.
Good morning, it is next morning and oh my gosh, that dinner was so wholesome. The pizza was amazing, but the company was even better and it just makes me so grateful. Like I am so grateful for life and what I get to do. It makes me so happy. Yeah, it was so lovely meeting the girls and I'm so grateful for like YouTube for you guys because I would not be here without you guys because like Catherine found me on YouTube and then Kat found me on Instagram as well from like my oats. So I'm just so like, I'm so thankful for social media. Like I know that, you know, there's so much like BS and crap on social media and it can really kind of bring you down. But I feel like if you have the right kind of circle and you're following the right kind of, I guess like people on Instagram or like, you know, on social media, it can also just bring in such like like-minded people together and form a really lovely community. And that's kind of what we have within like the Level Up Academy and it just makes me so happy. So yeah, that was a really lovely night. We didn't end up finishing the pizzas because we got the Vegemite like flatbread, which was fantastic. I think that was like probably my favorite. The truffle pizza, we all kind of rated it around like a 6 to 7. Either we're all real picky and we're like massive foodies, which we are, or the truffle pizza just did not, yeah, serve its expectations. Like it just wasn't that great. No offense, Almos. So yeah, we didn't really finish it and I took some home for my sister as well and they just took the rest back home with them as well. But it is the next day and it is Sunday and I'm just gonna head up and finish up some check-ins. I do have a few girls on my Sunday check-ins now and I think over time, ideally I would like one day off because I realized like I don't really have any days off and like I'm not complaining because I love my job obviously, but at the same time, I just feel like because a lot of my friends here, they don't do what I, like they don't do coaching or like they don't work their own jobs. They obviously work for others. So they do kind of like 9 to 5, 9 to 6 during the weekdays. It just makes it a bit harder to actually like see people and really spend time with people. Look at my reflection. If I have all my busy days like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is kind of when normal people have their days off and want to do stuff. So I've been trying to like squeeze out my check-ins so that I only have like a very few now on Sundays so that I have Sundays more of like a down day that if I did want to do something, I could. But then I also do find myself like creating a lot of content and just like catching up with content on my weekends. So like on a Sunday evening or a Sunday afternoon. So I'm just trying to figure out how I can try to like find a bit more like time for myself on an actual day rather than having like snippets of time during the week. Having a weekend day where I can spend more time even with my sister and stuff, like, because I've realized that normal people don't have weekdays off. So I need to maybe adjust my work schedule so that's more suited to normal people as well. But anyways, I'm gonna go upstairs and start off with my Sunday check-ins now, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Hello, so it's been many hours later. It is like 9 p.m. now, and I just remembered to finish off this vlog here. So Sunday has been pretty much just chill, just work. Made a reel, which I will put here for you guys. But basically, yeah, it was a very last minute kind of pull together. So yeah, hopefully it does the job. Hopefully it's nice and entertaining. I hope you guys enjoy it. But just went out for some dinner. Went down to this place called Non Solo Pizza, which does like pasta and pizza. Not going to lie, I've heard really great things about it. And the pasta portion was a very, very small and very overpriced. The truffle fries were very good. The pizza was good, but I've been to better places. Yeah, it was very overpriced. Then, yeah, pretty much just had that and now just came back home. Ooh. I'm also just booking some flights to Fiji soon because I really am in need of a holiday. I haven't like had a day off in years, so I'm looking forward to that. I think I just need a bit of a recharge, a bit of a solo trip away, you know, just to kind of be by myself for a bit. Yeah, I just wanted to like have a solo sort of date trip for myself, just to recharge, just to have a book, just shut off from everything around me, because sometimes it does get quite a lot, like I don't realize, but until I get really, really like, I guess in the bottom of just be like, I need some downtime. I don't realize it because I'm so like, I function well with high stress. I function well with like heaps of things going on, and I love it. I love having all these things going on, but I think sometimes it does hit me where I'm like, okay, I actually just need some time for myself just to recharge. And I find it hard. I really do, because when I have like downtime, I'm like, oh my gosh, what do I do with my time? And I try to do something productive. I try to do some more work, but I do just want a few days where I actually just have some days off work, because I don't really have any days off work, because like when I'm making content, it's also work, right? Like when I'm posting on Instagram, I do all those things. It is work, and sometimes I forget that. So I'm like, I'm just posting, or I'm like making some stories, or I'm making a poll, or you know, I'm doing some client transformations. It's fine, you know, it's stuff I enjoy, but I forget that just because it's on my phone, it's on Instagram, it doesn't mean it's not work, because it's still like me thinking. So yeah, I just want to take some days where I'm not thinking about content or social media. I was gonna like be like, oh, I'll vlog Fiji. I might not, just depending on how I feel, because I really do just want to utilize a few days to fully recharge away from, I guess, just work, even though I love it so much. Sorry, that was a bit of a ramble, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this weekend with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this very chillax vlog. If you do enjoy these kind of things, let me know in the comments below, and I will make sure just to do a bit more of these. They're fun, and I think it's a nice way just to give you some insight into my life and to make you guys realize like I am a normal human being. I feel like, you know, when you watch people on Instagram or like YouTube, or like, you know, people who I guess are in like social media, sometimes I think people almost like glamorize them or think like they're not, like they're these like superhumans, or like, you know, I understand that, you know, a lot of my clients will say like, oh, you're my role model, and I think that's great, but I also just want you guys to know that I am also human, and the things that you go through, I go through, and what you go through is completely normal. It's not just you, right? Like we all do struggle with certain things, and sometimes it may seem like I have all my shit together, or that like, yeah, I'm such a great role model, and I love that. I really just, all I want to do is obviously inspire you guys to become your best selves, you know, to work on yourselves, to show up for yourselves, to practice more self-compassion, self-love, you know, show up for yourself, focus on your health, your fitness, your longevity, your life, right? Put yourself first. But at the same time, I want you guys to know that with all of that, I am also human, and you know, what you go through, I go through too. We all do. Everyone does, no matter how much it seems like someone has their shit together. Trust me, none of us have our shit together. We are all just learning and living, and that is the beauty of life. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. I am now just about to have some, got to end the day with a sweet note. Some of these squiggles I bought, and also I've got like a tub of Halo Top, which I might just like have like half a quarter, depending on how I feel. I'm not too hungry. I just want some sweetness before I end my day, because I just need that, you know, that like that sweetness is like speaks to my soul, you know. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please make sure to give it a like. It really supports the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.